So now that we've got Season 8 out of the way, I think the big takeaway from all of this is that none of the seasonals were free. Obviously, when it comes to seasonals, what's the one thing that we're aware of? Hey, we can get one of the seasonals for free from the Gateway of Reunion. But as we have seen when it comes to... Wait, is your one turn? Yeah. As we have seen when it comes to Season 8 being the newest season for Black Clover Mobile in general, yeah, that is not the case, as not even YAMI or Luck, being the newest seasons, being Season 8, were given out for free. Gateway of Reunion was closed shut. Now, it's not that big of a deal because the units themselves, Season 8 itself, isn't exactly that crazy. I mean, the units themselves aren't too bad, but I want to say that they're outdated. I feel like YAMI and Luck should have been released maybe for, let's say, Season 5. I think that would have been, yeah, Season 5, because then obviously Season 4 was Charlotte, Fragolion, and Jack. So I think Season 5 would have been picture perfect for Luck and YAMI to come in. At that point, their meta would have been pretty strong, but they left it till late. They came into the new year, starting this year off with Season 8 being the YAMI and the Luck, and the characters themselves are decent, but unfortunately, with where things are at right now, with the current roster of characters that we have, yeah, PvP is just it's a bit of an iffy one, since they're not like meta. PvE, you can have your fun with YAMI. I'm loving YAMI on PvE, I'm not gonna lie. I love his first skill with the Greymoor. Luck is just one of those characters that I'm not really vibing with. Now, of course, the one thing that they also introduced is the 2-unit thing, where on a separate banner. So this is the first time that we have seen this, of course, because typically with seasonals, they've done it in one banner. It makes life a little bit easier for some, because it's like everything's on one banner. You just dive into that one banner, you go crazy for it. You can get Charlotte, you can get this, you can get that, right? But obviously with now how season banners are being done, I know some people aren't a big fan of that. It's, of course, they're doing it on a separate banner. So if you want the seasonals, then of course you have to go individually on each of their banner and their Greymoor. Now, there is a good thing and a bad thing. As I've mentioned, the good thing is that everything's on one banner, so you can just go ham. But the bad thing is that, let's say you're specifically going after YAMI, and Luck is also in the same banner. It's going to make things difficult, right? So in the sense of going after a specific character and their Greymoor, having them separated in their each banner, it's not a bad thing. Because of course, I know some of you guys on Global had an absolute nightmare on the Season 2 banner, where people are going from the well and Charmy keeps popping up, Gorsh keeps popping up, right? It can be an absolute pain. So separating them, it's a good thing, it's a bad thing, but at the end of the day, they're doing this for the money's sake, right? Everything, all the changes with seasonals and whatnot, comes across as them trying to make money off it. That's pretty much like the end of it. So coming back to the Gateway Reunion, so as you guys are aware, every time a new season starts, you can always get your key from here. Now, obviously on Global, you guys are still going to be getting your seasonals, since everything is still going to be normal over there, thankfully. Although something could change. That's all I'm saying, and I'll get into that in just a second. So obviously, as of right now, the way it's working is they're forever going to be giving us a Season 1 to 6 character of our choosing for free. Maybe they're doing it in a batch, so like Season 8 to Season 13, maybe that's going to be the next batch. So obviously, once all these seasons are out, being 8 to 13, 1 to 6 are gone, and then we can then select from the second batch. Maybe that could be it, or maybe they'll just add it on, right? Make it so that 1 to 8, 1 to 7, 1 to 9. By the way, we're not classing 7 because Season 7 was a renewal season. I can't even think of the word anymore, but basically going back and picking up the last seasons. So there's that. So this seems to be the new thing now when it comes to getting your free seasons. And so with the current newest seasons coming about, it seems that they've completely shut off the Gateway of Reunion. So I'm not sure what they're going to do to change it or to revamp it. Who knows what their game plan is? Are they going to make it more tougher? I don't know. Have they completely removed it? Who knows? Now, at first I was like, right, they've probably just removed it for Season 8. Maybe it'll come back for Season 9. And it's just like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. What's the point of removing it for Season 8? Because honestly, Season 8 with these two characters, it's so lackluster. Like, even having the Gateway Reunion, I don't think it'll make much sense, because I know some JP players who fully skipped out on YAMI and Luck, like fully skipped out on them. And these mother truckers have like 80k, 100k, like saved up. So they and they've got a ton of tickets saved up. So like if like the big JP players are like, yeah, Luck, YAMI, they ain't it. I mean, giving us the Gateway Reunion wouldn't exactly that be big of a problem, if I'm being honest. So yeah, for them to not open it up, it does tell me that maybe for Season 9 it's also going to be the same thing. So I don't know what the game plan is, but as it stands right now, free seasonals are a no-no. It's closed. For now. I say for now because I'm sure they're going to reopen it. It's still there. They're probably going to do something with it. Maybe there's a plan B, because clearly they've seen their mistake in how it's kind of gone about in making it a little bit too free-to-play friendly. That's the vibe that I'm getting, and so they kind of want to rechange it to where maybe still make it where we can get a free seasonal, but I don't know, somehow make a profit from the seasonal banners. Now the best way to go about it is making the characters good. Not to say that they're bad. Now this is where global comes into play. Like I aforementioned, YAMI and Luck, they're decent characters. If these characters were released beforehand for JP and KR, then they would have been crazy good. They would have been meta. But with the characters that we have right now, especially with the meta on what's being run, with obviously Charlotte, Asta, etc., it makes it difficult. And plus, counter-attack is no longer meta. It was beforehand, now it's not exactly needed. And so now, what I do believe could happen is that they could put this in the right direction for global, making it so that after the current season that global will be getting, being season 3, they could, if they want to, do the right thing and make these characters season 4 for global, which makes sense because season 5 being the Halloween characters, which is of course is Noelle and Charmy, and then season 6 being Magna and Charlotte. These 4 characters, in my opinion, are way more crazier good than YAMI and Luck. So to have YAMI Luck drop, and then you guys go into the Halloween costume characters, to then go into the Magna and Charlotte characters, to me that makes perfect sense. So that could be a thing. And then it also then comes to the question that if that is the case, then they might shut off, because at that point global is now going to be going into the 2 seasonal characters, and if they want to split up the banner, they can do so. And on top of that, by doing that, by adding season 4 being Luck and YAMI for global, that means they would have to shut off the Gateway of Reunion, which will make it so that they would make a ton of money and a ton of profit off of the Charmy Noelle banner, off of the Magda and Charlotte banner, because those 4 characters, those seasonals, are worth the crystals, are worth the tickets, because those characters are, as I've mentioned, meta. It'll be interesting to see on how global come about on releasing YAMI and Luck, because at the end of the day, one thing you have to remember is JP and KR is like the testing version, right? They see what needs to be done, and that way they can produce it and bring it onto global in a better manner. And if there's one thing that we've already seen, is characters have been releasing a little bit early on the global side of things. So that's why I mentioned with Luck and YAMI, if they released them a little bit early on, they would have been a little bit more better. So taking that into consideration, could global drop them early? Yeah, of course they can. Question is, will they? Let me know your thoughts down below, but I know obviously some people are going to be like, no, free season, because I mean, getting that free seasonal, man, that helped out a lot of people. So for them to be, taking that away, even I was kind of surprised. I mean, it would have done me a lot of favors, because of course, I pulled 2 YAMIs, I need that extra one. So if they kept that free seasonal going, it would have helped me out. But then again, by them taking it away, it required me to summon that little bit more when I didn't need to, because I also have got a ton of dupe stones, so I could have just, well, I did go down that route, but yeah, food for thought, boys, food for thought. So let me know your honest opinions. What do you think global's going to be doing? And I don't know, I don't want to say it's the end of seasonals, but like, why take it away now to then potentially add it later on? I do feel like they will bring it back, but if they bring it back the same way as before, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. So yeah, I don't know. As it stands right now, there's no free seasonal. That's the takeaway. As it stands right now, there is no free seasonal. So it's sad, but we'll see what they've got lined up, because clearly they're going to have to change it up and revamp the Gateway of Reunion. I still do believe they'll do something to give us a free seasonal. Maybe we just have to work a little bit harder for it, or I don't know. Maybe the Gateway of Reunion is only available for certain seasonals. Maybe. That could be actually. Anyway, boys, I'll leave it there. So, rest in peace, free seasonals for now. We'll see what happens if they choose to bring it back at a later time. Oh, damn. Get yourself electrocuted, my guy. You tried it, though. You tried it.